It's now my honor to introduce somebody who I met when we were much younger, over a dozen years ago, somebody who has become the voice of the nation when dealing with issues of disparity. My friend, Jasiri X.
Thank you. Good morning, P4. My name is Jasiri X. I got one good morning, thank you. I'm a hip-hop artist and activist. I live in Pittsburgh. I live actually in East Liberty. I actually was born in Chicago, Illinois. But because of the violence that existed in my community, my mother decided to move me and my sister from the south side of Chicago to Monroeville, Pennsylvania. And I tell people that when I got here, I got hit in the face with a cold glass of racism. Yeah. But Pittsburgh was also the place that I launched my musical career. And in 2010, when I became a full-time artist, the Heinz Endowment Pew Center did a study about how the Pittsburgh local media covers black men. What they found was 90% of the time they cover black men, the topic is crime. That when it comes to quality of life stories about black men, that it was less than 3%. So we went to Heinz Endowment with an idea to create a media academy that could teach young black men how to analyze media and create media for themselves. And with their support in 2010, we launched the One Hood Media Academy. A few years later, we decided to open it up to young women of color as well. And basically, our idea is to teach youth of color how to tell their own stories. So I came this morning with my own story. It's a narrative I'd like to share with you all. So just imagine like an exclusive, invitation-only celebration of the 200-year anniversary of Pittsburgh. And in the middle of the festivities, I walk in, maybe kick the door open. You know, like the movie is, the smoke comes out. I walk up to the front, I stand on one of the tables, and I say, "Dear Pittsburgh, at this 200-year celebration, I didn't get served. I did all the work, but I was paid like an intern. I wore my best sweater and practiced all my kid words. It's Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. Why y'all treat me like Big Bird? And I ain't trying to ruin the celebration and to be that guy, so I'm moving with trepidation. But 200 years later, and look at the separation economically and racially, yep, it's segregation. Honestly, it's the policy inequality, where successes like John Edgar Wideman's a novelty, where immaculate receptions turn into mythology because if you ain't catching footballs, you living in poverty, probably. Where the new economy is technology, but all we got is phones, guess we practice idolatry. Where prodigies gotta leave in August like the fallen leaves to water seas and colonies and faraway geographies. I thought by this age you would be more secure, that you would have learned to share, that you would be more mature. See, you can dress up a lie so fly and say it's couture, but no matter what you call it, BS, it's just manure. America's most livable and hospitable. Ride up the incline, take you right to the pinnacle. Steelers got 6 rings, every game is winnable. Google just moved here, every answer is visible. The best hospitals if your condition is critical. Stanley Cup champions, you know how them Penguins do. Where Denzel Washington just shot the movie Fences True. So let's take a second and talk about what fences do. Most people say they need them for their protection, so they family safe from anything that is threatening. To keep all the predators out and keep their pets in, we build our own cages and never get the connection. That's when our reflection becomes our best friend, and no intersection is due to lack of direction. And soon you're objecting to every different complexion. And what comes next is the 2016 election. But I didn't just come with a message, I brought a present. Despite all the years my neighborhoods were neglected, and all those times cops pulled weapons and asked questions, and I know what you're guessing, and yes, it's my presence. I'm still here. I don't think you heard me. I said I'm still here. Foundations I build here, even though they try to handicap us like a wheelchair, even though they lock us up and dread us like real hair, make something out of nothing like McCutcheon in the field here. I'm still here. I think you misheard me. I said I'm still here. Foundations are built here. My ancestors, they killed here. They bulldozed the hill here. I spilled tears in dry dirt. Water seas with my hurt. My roots grew a wide berth. That tree formed this my earth, this my city, my town, my streets, my ground, my hood, I'm found, my home, I'm bound. Not bound by the wrist, I'm bound like a fist. I'm bound to resist. I'm bound by the sound that comes out of my lips. So unless I get offered a really, really, really good job or sign a big record deal, not for me, for the squad, I'll be in my black collar in the trenches working hard because I gave you my word, and my word is my bond. Andrew Carnegie once wrote, "Any man who dies rich dies disgraced." So he built libraries and museums, and that's great, and founded Carnegie Mellon so there's classes we can take, but that sentiment's degenerate if it benefits one race. So Pittsburgh, next time we celebrate, don't just elevate one black, brown, red, or yellow face, then relegate the rest to the seller's place. We need hella plates, better steaks, cheddar grapes, fine wine from treasure grapes, and I plan on eating everything like a heavyweight. So I see the security guards making their way to the front. I guess I've worn out my welcome, and then my time is up. And I know that the truth's not always what we want, but I grew up in Pittsburgh, and we don't raise any punks. JasiriX, y'all. Peace. Thank you.